Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by today. Welcome to the Camping Family channel. Well, as you can see, today is oil change day. Came out a little earlier and ran the generator for about 45 minutes to an hour. Full load, had both AC units running. It's been sitting for about an hour just to cool down a little bit. Oil's still nice and warm. So it makes it nice. This is the, as you can see, Cummins Onan RV QG 5500. This is the gas model, 50 amp. Oil change is pretty simple. Here's your fill plug here. Drain valve, which comes underneath here. Drains out of, this hose. Oil filter right there. How about I just keep hitting that camera? There's your fuel pump right there. So let's go ahead and start. I've got an old pan here. I've got a nice 7-quart pan. You think I could find that right now? Haven't used it since last year. It's got the nice hose off the side. I think it might have blown away. I always keep it stored up against the house, and I think it might have gotten blown away, so we're going to need it. But I like to use the 7-quart. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. I do like to open up the drain valve, or the open up your entryway just to get some air. And of course, this is actually very hot yet. That valve is very warm. I'm not even sure I can turn that. Yeah, I can. So we'll start the flow here. Get it all drained. Okay. Actually shouldn't take too long. So we'll do that. Always use the recommended oil. This one is SAE 30 when it's 32 degrees or higher. Changed the air filter last year. I don't think I'm going to change it this year. We have not used this that much. If I've put 15 hours on this, I would be surprised. And you can kind of see through the oil. Although it is dark, it's still pretty translucent. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and let this drain, and then we'll hit the oil filter, which will be next. Alright, we're down to a final trickle, as you can see. So, let's go ahead and turn off the valve here. Yeah, that is still very, very, very warm. Ooh, we're still way over 100 degrees. That is pretty warm. Alright, so that's done. So that's down to the final trickle. And we'll get off that oil filter. Now, I tested it right before I started the video. The oil filter's hand tight. I did not put it on super tight, which I'm thankful for because I don't have a puller for one of these small filters. The car puller does not get this small. So, let me see if I can put this down here. let me try to move the camera and position up so we can see this filter. Alright, should be able to see it. We'll go ahead and loosen this up. See what kind of mess we make. I always push up on my oil filters. Push up while you're letting it go. Couple of drips. There you can see it's still pretty translucent, so the oil's not in bad shape. Alright. Using official Onan parts. Strain this out here. I usually like to have one of those plastic bags here so I can put the oil filter right in a plastic bag and put it right in the trash. So guess where this is going? Right over here in the grass until I get a bag, because it's not going to hurt anything over here. But I will try to get most of this oil out. Okay. So most of the oil is out. Onan part number 1220836. Alright, let me go grab the new one and we'll put it in and fill it up. Be right back. I'm going to clean up my hands too. So, nice thing about having this in your Walmart shopping list is you can easily find what you purchased in the past. So here's the same Onan oil filter. I just found it in my history and reordered. 01220836 part number, manufactured January 6, 2020. Here's the new filter, brand spanking new. As we always do, try to lubricate that top seal just a little bit on the top, and we'll go ahead and put that in. Yep. Let's see if I can get you back up there again. Bad thing is, having a totally oily hand, hard to get a good grip on that. Alright. And we are hand tight. Okay. Oil filter's on there hand tight. We are done with the pan. I don't think we need this anymore. Get this out of the way before we spill it. Let's go with the oil. Next up. Alright. Back again. Don't forget to use the recommended fluid, recommended oil. In my case it does say 5W30, 2 quarts. So here's our drain plug. I'm using 5W30. I actually have this in a larger container. So we're just going to fill up the reservoir and then we'll run it via my start switch over here, and we'll take a measurement and add as needed. Sorry folks, I'm a little out of breath. It is 90 degrees today here in Ohio, and it is hot. So we'll add our oil. This is the, wow, I'm losing track of time, either the second or third time I've changed the oil. It probably is, I just did that. Look what I just did. I'm thinking I should be paying attention to how the oil level is in there. I think we've owned the camper over 2 years now, and I changed the oil right after we bought it. Of course, changed the oil last spring and changed the oil this year. I always try to change all my oil in April, but because of COVID and just me being lazy, I did not get to it this year. So it is now end of July and I haven't changed any of my oils yet. Good news is because of COVID, we have not been driving vehicles, and I use full synthetic oils. So I'm making excuses, but it is what it is. Still have to change all the oils. Always change oils because it goes bad. Now, this engine is a pain to fill because you have to watch it. It's on an angle, or else it'll tip over that top lip like I just did. And you can only put a little bit in at a time, or else it doesn't fill the chamber as fast as what you're filling out here. It's a pain. And I still have a quart to go yet. And you can see how fast it gets up to the lip. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a pain. Or else it does that. And I don't like doing that. So you end up doing a little trickle at a time, so it fills the chamber faster than you're filling it. And there we go, we're out of our first quart. Okay, let me go get another quart, and I'm going to put that pan back down here because this is going to drain all night because I just made a big mess. Back again, I've got another quart. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off here. It's going to take forever because of that slant, and we'll fire it up and get a measurement once I get this topped off, and we'll see where we're at. So hang tight. If you watch my videos in the past, sometimes these videos are a what not to do. Sometimes they are what to do, but in the end the job gets done. As my buddy Fish would say, this is the unconventional way of doing things. And I tend to do the unconventional way, but sometimes it's the easiest and most productive way to do things. So hang tight, we'll be right back. Alright, we're to the top. It's hard to get anything more in there. Boy, my voice is gone because of the humidity. So we're at the top. I've got this cranked down. I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. Let's get the cap on it. Alright, cap is on. So, let me transfer this over. And let's fire this bad boy up. Should start right up. see how we did. Should have filled that oil filter. There's your answer. Sure did. Let me top it off. We'll be right back. There we go, folks. Topped off. 2 quarts in. You can see it's right at the top. So I'm going to mark this job as complete. We'll put our cap on. And I will just come back here with a paper towel and clean up. But I think I'm going to leave this oil pan under here tonight, just so it drips in here and not the concrete. So there we have it. Oil change in the Onan. Hey, until next project or outing, thanks for stopping by.